out on the side behind them. Somebody's utility cleared in with a shock down the floor. What a quick strike! And Sarah gets involved as well. It's up to Rescue to hold it down from heaven, and she's done a job. 2 down to the Sheriff.
A lot of damage to Sarah as well.
Neuer, though, isn't he? She's playing well back over towards Crow's Nest here, and Vania's going to try and get involved now. The shots are a little wayward, though. With 4 to play with, and none of those rifles left on G2. They'll have to recover the one at heaven, but it's in an awkward spot.
Mimi's got that one recon ready to go out. That is going to trigger the retake. Here comes that 0 point as well in tandem.
Mimi has a rifle. Here they go. Mimi with the spray down finds Mel. Floor, though, holds her ground and receives Petra's swing. It's all up to Vanya here with nothing but a Sheriff. Floor, with the tailwind, actually gets taken down.
Nice teleport across. Might be able to recover a rifle here, but from this position, it is just so...
He's got to get out.
Damn near impossible to win a 1 versus 2. The spray down! You are joking!
5 points of hell for Vanya! That is not a situation!
As well. Mental.
Oh my. Do not forget whose house you're in, SR.
Flipboard for Mel has those 3 in mid from G2 scrambling on the defense. As the hit comes in, here's that dash from floor, this time into heaven. Bit of a variation.
Catchy with his out! Rescue's not ready for it! That is devastating! Petra, though, you know... Oh, okay, moving right along. It's Mimi with yet another one, and Mimi with 3! Utter pandemonium on the A site!
Shopify trying to get aggressive here, trying to fight forward. Neuer!
They got Mimi, she does go down, but can be brought back. It's up to Mel here. Depressed on the side, recon to spot around. She has to back up, but Petra ends with 3. It all starts.
And does break that initial trip.
Not the second
though, yeah.
Falls in though, already back in a tower, but Petra's ready for it this time. Look at G2 embedded on this A site, refusing to give an inch. Dark cover gives her some room to work with, but Mel has to emerge from one of her own. Petra's tucked up here in this corner and sees Sarah coming almost a mile off. And then it's just a bit of aim lapse for Petra.
G2 really have.
Get out of my way.
No 0 point on Rescue, so she can't get out of here. Okay, didn't have a tower room ready, but can back up behind the Cloudburst. Floor wants to try and chase, but Rescue gets out of sight. It's Mimi at Coast, takes down the Jets.
2 locked in at this tournament.
What do you do about Vanya? She's big chillin', yep. Hold the angle with the operator. Mel at least able to get something here, but hit with the paranoia and forced to back away. Petra puts it to bed on the end of Hunter's Fury. Neuer is also going to get hit by one herself. Amy's low. Sarah, 2 bullets in the chamber. She's going to need a couple more than that. Quick reload. Vanya is going to be held though by Mel. Nice little double stack here.
And look at that, just rotating into the dark cover together too.
Getting ready here. There's a ping. There's the shot. It's 2 shots, 2 kills with the Outlaw. And now it's up to Rescue. We'll got away up mid. Very much into the cookie jar here and is dealt with Floor.
Inexperienced player.
Alexis was so flush with utility here. Sarah's also got 2 shocks. So here's the molly to keep Rescue off this line, but instantly she reassumes it. This might catch SR off. The swing is perfect! And the young Turkish duelist comes alive when it really counts. Anti-jet trip that Petra will just limbo under. That's a lot of cyber cages.
A lot of defensive utility, yeah. Shopify could really be rotating all the way backside towards Coast. Petra finds Neuer on that exact rotation floor with the Blade Storm. Dangerous for G2.
It's wayward, it's haphazard though, Flora. Not able to take any kills with those. Alexis playing up close with the Sheriff here. There's an opportunity, a timing to be found. One is good. Rescue able to hold it down from Coast though with that op. Still no plant. Spike not yet down. Boy, Amy's all about it.
That's all right. G2, they slow things down. They allow Shopify to...
It's the shot. Rescue doesn't quite connect. Now the blades are out. She's going to try and go for it. Oh, somehow Alexis gets lucky there, but eventually Rescue claims her. Blades refreshed. Time to go again, but Mel gets it in. Vanya's still up there in tower. Petra holding it down from main. Floor gets in, but it's a 1v3. And not even Floor thinks that she has this.
An inch to get back in. They play to the win cup this game.
Here they come. Malcolm going to be thrown in. The trips are going to be an issue, but Rescue's up on top of the container. Finds one. Mel, though, with the Phantom from below. And his timing might be perfect. Petra's not going to be ready for this at all. Chalk up another one for Mel. Now over to Coast. Trip did catch Mimi, but she's able to respond and find the kill. Sarah doesn't wait for reinforcements. Instead, wants to go for this anyway. And almost takes Vanya down. 2 HP left on the Omen. And she's TPing out of there.
And in the meantime, Amy in mid. Now rotating over towards Amy. Mimi is
post-plant spots.
Floor only with an operator, by the way.
He's ready for this. 2 health. And a dream! And a headshot! This leaves it all up to Floor. And she's off the map! Are you kidding me?
It is Shopify's worst enemy. Gravity comes back. for a third. That's 3 on the scoreboard for the map, and they're all against Shopify. A sad drift to hell. Floor.
To quote a particular med school dropout, may an eagle pluck out my eyes.
One-way drop from Vanya.
Paranoia. It's a big one. Okay, doesn't catch rescue though, but she gets brought down on the corner. Petra, wild swing. Spray takes one, takes two, and Neuer's gonna get there. She finds a couple of her own, and now Vanya, clutch queen, has it all to do. She TP's back to the side, but I think Neuer knows it. She was aware, but she wasn't sharp enough. And Vanya bails G2 out
Overtime.
again. Out of the crack, Sarah might here take the aggro and have Mel follow up on it. Amy gets off the angle. Good passive play. Amy repositioning, brings down Sarah, but she was the low one. Mimi at 75 here. Dark cover is going to allow Mel to cross and get to coast properly. Paranoia thrown out, but now one way's a problem. Vanya's just too sharp for it. This will leave Mel now in a 1 versus 2 for the map. Mimi, though, shuts it down.
Up her teammates.
Can they anchor this? I don't know. I mean, it looked like they were setting up a retake. Rescue is in and catches Neuer unawares. Yeah, Alex is completely overwhelmed there. Over towards the container, and SR with 3 now. With another dark cover, this could be a problem. The Paranoia will go through. And as Petra dealing with Floor, it's just a lot to ask, I think, from SR, as now Mel would have to make it happen herself in a 1 versus 4. Not too shabby. A little bit of time, but this is a precarious position to play from. Rescue opts to drop down in front of her, but it's all up to Floor. Floor perpetually revealed. Here to G2. Would have to do the unthinkable to end the map there.
To the A site, 0 point, won't catch a thing. SRK are
lit.
all here, they are ready. Neuer is flooding in.
Just perpetually lit up, and here's that defense side round that SR are looking for. And the House of Gozen is back on the market. Wants to get in here behind this relay bolt, but Vanya was unaffected by it. And there's a double face here. Right click, Mimi from behind Vanya is also able to find Floor. And SR down to 3.
G2 can take things slow, but Amy adventurous too much so. At least Rescue, who pushed out of A fast on the trade, and now G2 need to slow this pace down.
He's hearing so much of this Vanya. Unaware, but Neuer gives her position away. Oh, she's gonna try and pick up the pieces, but Mimi was ready for it now with advanced warning. Mel's got it all to do here in the 1 versus 3. Vanya crumples early. Rescue challenges from the right of the box. And just gets away with their life.
The spike down, Mimi going to feel the pressure of this horde of players trying to breach into the site. Vanya with the defensive paranoia that will stifle
Timing's
things.
good. It's perfect, actually. Vanya steps up, give it nothing to see. Mel swings while under the effect of the paranoia, and Vanya cuts a bloody swap through SR. She doesn't stop. She won't be halted. Rescue tries to throw up, I think, a fast lane there to obscure her position, and it's beautiful. What a snap on Alexis. Now it's Neuer and Sarah. They have to put it together. Sarah inside that dark cover, looking to follow up in a great last round, and Neuer can only get the 1. She's stuck on the B side here with a fault line. Maybe she used it to get in. They're going to be fighting for it, but relay bolt from Floor connects. Amy going to try and get in as the spike's being planted. She's found 2 quick kills. Alexis has to try and find a way to get out of this sticky situation. And Sarah's going to be brought down. It's just Neuer. We are in a post plant here, but there's a lot to ask from your Cypher player. And they're lit. Neural Theft comes out. Neuer almost makes it 3. New cover on the side's been good. Floor with the overdrive now active. Amy looking to come out there, emerge from Garage at the right time, but Mel is ready for it. Look at this, SR canvassing this seaside in its entirety. Floor going forward, Rescue going to be brought down, but Vanya always good for 1. Here comes the rolling thunder though, and Alexis can capitalize on the fact that Mimi couldn't quite get out, but she does escape. TP here to see long for Vanya. She cancelled it to make sure this in the 2 versus 3. She's trying to draw someone out here. Gonna play off this. Oh, she's so clever! Oh, it's all too easy!
You can't be getting away with that!
She just dangles the catnip in front of SR and they go for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
I mean,
ready to fight. Relay bolt though gonna be connecting. Vanya yet to emerge, but Petra's already gotten herself onto the board and Rescue's in the back corner of the side. It's a massacre! It's just Sarah left standing, and Amy finds her 3rd and puts her down.
and the G2 don't win pistol round allegations.
Or from behind it. Amy now is ready. They know where to be looking. Here's the fast lane. Floor is in the side now. Mimi trying to go around the left-hand side on the box, but Alexis brings her down. Amy's in a 1 versus 2 here. Shopify Rebellion. Have an ultimate even to play off of here, but it's going to be Floor who tries to go for it. It's not to half yet, and Amy saves them again! Time and time again! Left side of the side is actually still there, but Floor's gone down here. Oh, Petra revealed as she tries to go for the plant. They also have a good idea where Vanya is right now. Amy and Link. Cybercade's thrown up, but she doesn't opt to pass through it. She would have been seen by Alexis had she done so. And there's a rolling thunder here for this post-plant attempt. Thrown out over towards that Link side here. And Amy wants to capitalize, but the paranoia is going to stop her. SR have got to make this happen. 3 players set up in heaven. They might look to flood from this spot. Aftershot's going to force them out here. Tag on Zero. She drops here. Vanya has to receive, and she does. Mimi locks it down, and it's up to Mel to step up. But this is an ill-fated retake attempt if I've ever seen one. She'll be brought to heel, and G2 get a crucial round back. The site, she's under deep threat, of course, towards small side. Floor doesn't check. Bam! Petra's ready for it. Elsewhere, Alexis also fell. That was over on the B side here, so G2 aren't in there.
They've been able to pivot.
Try and dig her out of that corner. The shocks just aren't going to cut it. Eventually, she swings out and falls. Sarah's only got 6 in the chamber. 6 bullets.
Concentrate, Sova.
And not a lot of time to work with here. Mimi gets ahead of it. Retake effort. And there's not much time here. SR have gotten to the side pretty late. At some point, they're going to have to throw caution to the wind and go for it. It's going to be an overdrive here, getting popped by Rescue now, holding the door, but Mel's found Mimi already. Hunter's Fury coming into the side. Mel gets there, sees the TP from Vanya and looking for another target. It's Rescue fighting 2 with the overdrive. 3! What can't she do? They're all burning down, and a clean ace for Rescue. Apparently, lightning strikes 5 times. So won't be the first in, but Amy's more than happy to take these kind of fights. Hunter's Fury from Petra. What a connection. Alexis brought down, and that's the opportunity for a breach ultimate for SR taking off the ball. What was that from Sarah? Through the smoke gets her 1, then evens up the numbers. Here's the neural theft now. They're all going to be lit. Mel playing on the other side of the cyber cage, has to keep moving and drops the spike carrier. It's Floor versus Petra in the 1 versus 1.
10 seconds left.
Petra stands up, looking to deliver, but Floor will take us to overtime.
Overtime.
Thrown over to Rescue, which does imply that they're going to try to go for a fast tap on B. You know, maybe not fully commit. Maybe they just use it to get some utility out of the defense.
Oh.
There's that fast lane. It just immediately caught. No one dealing with the
They
trip.
tried to. The shock dark was too far forward, I think. Or not enough to the side, it's unclear. Either way, G2 now down to 4. Mel trying to win it out. She gets the better of Petra inside garage, but it's going to be traded by Vanya. Noya, a little more reluctant about getting involved in the fight. She's happy just to relay these sound cues over to the rest of the team. Sarah now wants to turn the lights on, and Amy goes into the smoke. Surely not a second from Sarah. Would have been unreasonable again. She gets up off of it. Noya's looking for the right time to emerge here. Floor, oh my goodness, she attracts a lot of attention. And there's Mimi falling. And for the 2nd year in a row, Shopify Rebelli will advance